Bilateral relations between Kazakhstan and South Korea are reaching a new level. The horizons of cooperation between the two countries were significantly expanded by the new Fresh Wind program of economic cooperation for 2019 to 2022. The agreement was signed in April this year as part of the state visit of Korean President Moon Jae-in to Kazakhstan. Cooperation in 10 areas and implementation of 58 projects are planned as part of the program. The partnership will improve economic relations between the two states as well as strengthen relations in areas such as healthcare, education, and culture.
10대 분야에 걸쳐서 58개
A joint working group was created to implement the Fresh Wind program between the two countries. The range of its issues is wide, starting from the development of a green economy and modern technologies in agriculture to cultural cooperation. For example, a meeting of a special group on health was held this month. Agreements were reached on areas such as the construction of diagnostic centers in Kazakhstan, the improvement of the medical insurance system, the production of medicines, the training of industry specialists, and the installation of the most advanced medical equipment. 3 industrial zones will be opened in East Kazakhstan. The areas are aimed to be the centers of business attraction. 10 enterprises of industrial and medical clusters will start to operate in the industrial zones. Private investments worth billions of tenge will be invested in the development of these factories. More than 130 hectares of land is allocated to the projects. Entrepreneurs are planning to immediately start their operations at the production facilities once the network is set up and infrastructure is created. The industrial zones of Oskimmen and Semey are expected to be completed by 2022. Our company has an opportunity to be built in the industrial zone. To date, the zone is not only provided with networks. From what I know, the project have started to be implemented and now it is submitted for state expert review.
У нас на сегодняшний день полностью коммуникациями обеспечена эта индустриальная зона.
Currently, the infrastructure of the zone on Machino-Stroitele Street in Oskimmen is fully built and equipped. In the city of Semey, the project is developed based on the decision and solution made by the coordinating council. Work on the water supply is being conducted.
У семей начаты работы по поведению именно сетей водоснабжения.
Scientific and practical approaches including preservation of the environment, creation of new markets, services and technologies with limited natural resources to the introduction of alternative energy sources are being discussed in Bishkek during the Green Economy Week. 37 events are planned to be held in different regions of the country. A special attention will be paid on issues of sustainable growth of the country's region as well as identification of ways to promote and develop the green economy in all regions. Alternative energy sources are being actively introduced in the infrastructural development of Bishkek. For example, a 10-panel solar collector is installed on the roof of one of the capital's hotels. The heat generated by the panels is used to warm about 3 tons of water. Meanwhile, experts said that the interest in green technologies is increasing rapidly. In the near future, many modern technologies will offer less costly production methods, including in the field of engineering. In general, electric transport is slowly developing in our country. 2 years ago, there were only 2 electric cars, but last year the number increased to 10. Now, people are beginning to understand that it is profitable to use not only electric cars, but also hybrid cars. Exhibitions of technologies, specialized seminars, series of educational trainings and practical meetings are planned to be held during the Green Economy Week. The development of projects in energy, green economy and agriculture, as well as in petrochemical and manufacturing industries were discussed at the first Kazakh-Italian Forum in Nur Sultan. More than 200 business people as well as foreign and national companies took part in the forum. Italian investors said that Kazakhstan is creating favorable conditions for doing business. The forum will become a powerful impetus in expanding trade, economic and investment cooperation between the two states.
The reason we are here today is to celebrate the exceptionally positive business relationship between Italy and Kazakhstan. We fully support the effort of Kazakhstan to diversify the economy, and Italy has few technologies, few know-how that we are willing to share with our Kazakh friends.
Over 400 companies are registered in various areas. 275 out of these companies are actively working in trade and provision of services. Italy has invested more than $6 billion in Kazakhstan since 2005. The Jaz Kasipker State program is introduced to teach the youth how to start and effectively run a business, while at the same time find a suitable niche and ensure maximum profit. The unique project implemented by the Atamiken National Chamber was launched this year, specially dedicated to the youth. 20,000 Kazakh citizens from 18 to 29 years old throughout the country have mastered useful business skills. 5,000 of the participants have opened their own businesses.
Это микробизнес, то есть это только те, не только те, это в основном те, которые вчера...
This is a micro business which involves mainly those who were unemployed, and today they are taking their first steps in starting their own businesses. During the course of the training, various business ideas are presented, evaluated, discussed and questioned as part of the study process. In general, the participants had to do a market research, test the niche market and then launch their business projects.
Тестируются эти ниши, и потом они уже запускают свои бизнес-проекты.
There are an increasing number of free programs for the youth introduced by the state. The programs also include social ideas, social projects and initiatives to improve the living environment as well as develop cities and villages. The state has launched a number of projects that provide an opportunity for innovators from Kazakhstan to contribute to the development of residential areas. One of the projects is the Jasa project.
Наш проект Jasa.
Our Jasa project is aimed at youth whose age ranges from 14 to 28. We were surprised by the fact that young people from villages and small towns were particularly active in this project. 104 projects are currently being implemented.
Проект находится на стадии реализации.
These are projects of a very different nature, such as sports grounds for children with disabilities or the installation of special benches and lighting devices. Experts said that most importantly, the main goal of the projects is to benefit the society. 5 projects, including the Academy of Youth Work, were implemented this year by the community of young workers.
We are currently
implementing the Academy of Youth Work project together with the Department of Youth Policy in Attarau region. There are 4 trainings and a conference as part of this project. Currently, we have carried out 4 trainings. We provided trainings to the youth. Such project has never been implemented anywhere else. Experts are confident that the projects launched as part of the Year of Youth in Kazakhstan will contribute to the increasing of competitiveness between the young people in the labor market as well as to the development of Kazakhstan's economy.
Бақ және қоғамдық келісім. Елордада Қазақстан Халқы Ассамблеясының 4-ші халықаралық медиа форумы өтті. Шара Түркия, Әзербайжан, Өзбекстаннан келген әлемдік сарапшылар мен шолушылардың Қазақстан Халқы Ассамблеясы мүшелерін, сондай-ақ республикалық және өңірлік бақ өкілдерінің басын біріктірді. Медиа форум аясында дәстүрлі шаңырақ шығармашылық байқауының жеңімпаздары марапатталды. Байқаудың мақсаты ассамблеяның атқарған қызметін жария етуге атсалысқан журналистерді қолдау болып табылады.
Бірлікті ынтымақты насихаттауда, біздегі өмір сүріп жатқан этностардың өмірін көрсетуде баспасөз құралдарының рөлі үлкен. Баспасөз құралдары қалай береді, қалай насихаттайды. Соған байланысты біз жылдың соңында қорытындылап, арнайы баспасөз өкілдерін шақырып, мінекей Қазақстанда өмір сүріп жатқан түрлі этностардың, халықтардың ынтымақ бірлігін көрсетудің маңыздылығын ескеріп, сол журналистерге де үлкен алғысымызды білдіремін.
Байқаудан оза шыққандар қатарында Казах ТВ телеарнасының тілшісі Зарина Асанова да бар.
Этносаралық келісім мен Қазақстан Халқы Ассамблеясының қызметі маңызды мәселелердің бірі болып табылады. Сондықтан Қазақстан Халқы Ассамблеясына біздің шығармашылық бастамаларымызды қолдап қошеметтегені үшін үлкен алғыс айтамын. Сондай-ақ Қазақ ТВ телеарнасының барлық шығармашылық тобына алғысымды білдіремін.
Anthologies of Kazakh modern prose and poetry are now available to readers in Azerbaijan. 400 works have been published in 6 languages in Kazakhstan as part of the large-scale literature translation project. The Kazakh embassy in Azerbaijan presented books in Russian to the Central Scientific Library of the Academy of Sciences of Azerbaijan. The Repository Fund has collected works of Kazakh writers of the 19th and 20th centuries. The anthologies tell about traditions and national values of people in Kazakhstan and immerse the reader into Kazakh culture. We have recently received books, particularly Anthology of Kazakh Poetry and Anthology of Kazakh Prose. The works of more than 60 writers of Kazakhstan are reflected in these publications and collections. These works have recently been translated into Russian. Thus, they are available not only to the Kazakh reader, but also to a wide range of readers who speak Russian. Meanwhile, in recent years, the works of Abay Kunanbayuli, Nemat Kelimbetov, the Koblandi Batir epic, and many other samples of Kazakh literature have been translated into Azerbaijani language. A special section has been created for Kazakh books in the Central Scientific Library, which is updated annually. Kazakh animation is becoming popular. Experts said that the animation industry is undergoing active development in the country after a long period of stagnation. Moreover, animated films in general are gaining global recognition. Recently, a full-length animated film, Muzbalak, has won the best category at a festival in Germany. The success of the film has motivated local animators to create new films. Film creators from Shymkent are inspired by Kazakh tales and poems. Currently, they are working on a historical and educational animation, Secrets of the Ancient Jug. This is a story about 2 schoolgirls. We want children to learn about the history of the country. The girls travel back in time. They get acquainted with Al-Farabi and end up in Aristanbab. I think the children will find the cartoon interesting. The journey of 2 curious schoolgirls, Ajiran and Arujan, will be premiered in December. The main goal of the cartoon creators is to encourage the study of Kazakh language. If our animated films were of poor quality, then they would not receive recognition at international festivals. For example, Kazakhstan takes first place in competitions with participation of nearly 80 to 90 countries. Therefore, our animated films are much better in terms of genre and quality. Local animators said that the heroes of Kazakh tales can be made better and overshadow foreign animation films. The full-length cartoon Kazakh Yele, dedicated to the 550th anniversary of the Kazakh Khanate, has received 3 international awards at a film festival in Egypt. There are a number of local animation films created by Kazakh animators, including Koshkar Menteke, Maktanshak Kiz, Yertostik Zhenye Aydarkhar, Aldar Kose, and others. London had recently hosted a concert of students at the Kazakh National University of Arts. The concert was the first performance of the Kazakh band in the United Kingdom. The musicians passed a special competitive selection and carefully selected the best repertoire. In addition to the famous Western hits, the band also performed Kazakh folk songs such as Iligay and Sugirdin Termesi in an interesting jazz melody.
We
want to show all the parts of the various jazz, including classic jazz and mixed ethno jazz. Yes, these are the Kazakh folk plays in the jazz interpretation. Admirers of live classic and folk jazz gathered to listen to the performance of the young and talented musicians.
I study at the University of Glasgow. I'm here in London doing tourism. And my friend Islam from Kazakhstan brought me here to see the event. It was a very nice event. I really liked it. And I've been learning about the Kazakh culture through my friend. And this is a nice way to get to know different aspects that one usually does not get to know through the newspapers or through other kind of media.
A lot of energy and enthusiasm, and I also very much like progressive music, so it's great to also see some interpretations both mixing traditional folk songs or traditional songs with modern, more progressive, innovative jazz interpretations. But also it was great to see the costumes.
Concerts of the artists were organized as part of the implementation of the modernization of Kazakhstan's identity program with the support of the Kazakh embassy in the UK.